Welcome to Aruba, one happy island known for its turquoise water, white sand beaches, and year-round sunshine. Aruba is one of the most beautiful and easy Caribbean destinations to visit. In this video, we're sharing everything you need to know before your trip, from when to visit, where to stay, and how to get around, to the best beaches, food, and travel tips you won't want to miss. Let's jump right into this Aruba travel guide. Let's start with location and when to visit. Aruba is located in the southern Caribbean off the coast of Venezuela. It's a Dutch island and part of the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Aruba actually isn't a tropical climate, but rather dry and desert-like. So you'll find more cactuses here than tropical plants. The weather is generally warm, sunny, and often windy. And Aruba is located outside of the hurricane belt, making it an excellent destination to visit year-round. High season runs from January to March, and during this time you'll find excellent weather and cooling trade winds, but also the highest prices. Shoulder season runs from April through August, when the weather starts to warm up and the humidity increases. And low season spans the rainy months of September to December, but the rain tends to be brief and moves out quickly. And overall, Aruba is considered one of the least rainy islands in the Caribbean. Getting to Aruba. Aruba's international airport is the Queen Beatrix International Airport, airport code AUA. We flew from Nashville to Miami to Aruba on American Airlines, and it cost us less than $400 round trip per person. And many major airlines offer direct flights to Aruba from the US, Canada, Europe, and South America. And if you love cruising, Aruba is a popular cruise port. To visit Aruba, you'll need a valid passport, but visas are not required for US and Canadian citizens for stays under 30 days. You will need to fill out a digital entry and exit card called the ED before boarding your flight to Aruba. You can complete this online up to 7 days before your arrival. It's super easy and only takes a few minutes, and we'll link the official website down below. Now, if you're an American citizen, when it comes time to depart Aruba, you'll actually go through the US Border Patrol, Customs, and Immigration in Aruba at the airport before you board your flight back home. Make sure you arrive extra early to the airport and give yourself plenty of time to complete this process so you don't miss your flight. Language and culture. Aruba is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, so the official language is Dutch, and the most commonly spoken languages are Dutch and the local language of Papiamento. However, English and Spanish are spoken widely, especially in the tourist areas. During our trip, we had absolutely no issues communicating in English as we explored the island. The official currency of the island is the Aruban florin. However, the US dollar is widely accepted across the island at a flat exchange rate of $1 to 1.75 florin. During our trip, we paid entirely in USD, both in cash and on credit cards, and we didn't exchange any currency at all. Do note, however, when you pay in USD, you may receive your change in Aruban florins. And make sure you look at pricing and menus very carefully, as sometimes prices are listed in dollars and other times in the local currency. Where to stay? If it's your first time in Aruba, you'll probably want to stay near the main tourist areas on the western coast of the island, near the Palm Beach and Eagle Beach areas. Palm Beach is one of the most popular beaches, lined with high-rise resort hotels, and this is the part of the island where you'll find plenty of shopping, nightlife, restaurants, and more. Just down the road, Eagle Beach is a little more laid back and a little quieter, and you'll find more mid-rise resorts and condos in this area. In addition to resorts and hotels, there are plenty of other accommodation options, like large villas for groups, as well as Airbnbs. Many of these rentals can be found in the Noord and West Punt areas just north of Palm Beach. And you'll also find some accommodations in the capital city of Oranjestad as well. Note that all-inclusive resorts aren't really common in Aruba, but you will find some. Now, we split our stay between a loft-style Airbnb just a few minutes drive from Eagle Beach, which cost us less than $200 a night, and then the Renaissance Wind Creek Aruba Resort, which is home to Renaissance private island and Flamingo Beach, and that cost us about $800 a night. If you're interested in seeing more about these accommodations we stayed in or how much our vacation cost us, we'll link our Aruba playlist with those videos down below. And if you're finding this video helpful, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It really helps our small channel, and we appreciate every one of our subscribers. Next up, transportation. Aruba is a destination where we highly recommend renting a car and exploring the island. There are so many incredible beaches, restaurants, and sightseeing opportunities that you'll miss if you just stay at your hotel. Driving in Aruba is super easy, as they drive on the right side of the road like in the US and Canada, and it only takes about an hour to drive from one end of the island to the other. The only thing we found slightly challenging was the large number of roundabouts throughout the island, but with a little care and yielding, it's no big deal. There are several local and international car rental companies in Aruba, including familiar names like Budget, Hertz, Alamo, Enterprise, National, Dollar, Avis, and Thrifty. Make sure you book your car well in advance, and we would recommend booking at a location at the international airport for convenience. Once you walk out of the arrivals hall, all of the car rental offices are just lined up right across the street. We went with Budget, which is our usual go-to car rental company, and rented a basic economy car, which cost us around $50 a day. Keep in mind, if you're wanting to explore Aruba's rugged eastern coast and national parks on your own, you're going to need a 4x4 vehicle, which will cost significantly more. Beyond renting a car, note that Uber and Lyft are not available in Aruba, though taxis are. Taxis are reliable and operate on fixed rates, so make sure you check your rates in advance. And while there is a public bus system, the routes can be quite limiting. All right, must visit beaches in Aruba. Of course, the main draw of Aruba are the stunning beaches, all of which are public and free to access. So we recommend checking out as many as possible. The most popular beaches are Palm Beach, which is the main tourist area where all of the high-rises are located, and Eagle Beach, just a short drive down the road. And even though these are hotspot beaches, they actually weren't our favorites. Palm Beach felt crowded and didn't wow us, so we moved on to Eagle Beach, which was a little more chill. And the sunset was really nice here. But our two favorite beaches in Aruba are less frequented, but we think you shouldn't miss them: Baby Beach and Mangal Halto. Baby Beach is located in a protected bay on the southern end of the island, and the water is incredibly blue and shallow. This is a great spot for snorkeling, and there are a few restaurants if you want to grab lunch or to-go food during your beach day. Now, Mangal Halto is more of a local hidden gem. You can park just off the road to check out the views, and you'll find several Instagram famous photo ops here. Then take the bridge to find a hidden mangrove area, as well as the actual beach itself. We also heard Mangal Halto is an incredible spot for advanced snorkelers. There are several other amazing beaches just north of Palm Beach, including Arashi Beach, Boca Catalina, and Tres Tropez, where you can even swim with sea turtles. However, we had some bad luck during our visit. The ocean was pounding these areas thanks to an earthquake that occurred at a nearby island, so we didn't really get to enjoy these areas, but we would definitely recommend adding them to your list, and you'll probably have better luck than us. And finally, Aruba is home to the Renaissance Private Island, which features Instagram famous Flamingo Beach. You can visit this beach and interact with the flamingos if you're a guest of the Renaissance Wind Creek Aruba Resort, or if you're able to obtain a day pass. And we have several videos about our experience at Flamingo Beach linked down below. Things to do in Aruba. All right, let's talk about sightseeing and things to do in Aruba. There are so many cool sights to see in Aruba beyond the beaches and the resorts, which is why we recommend renting a car. Here are some of the sites we visited that you won't want to miss. Alto Vista Chapel. Get up before dawn and head to the chapel for an amazing sunrise. Even though it was cloudy when we went, the sunrise was still breathtaking. The California Lighthouse. This famous lighthouse is on the north end of the island, and it was named after a ship that sank in 1910. You can climb to the top for a $5 fee, but even if you don't, there are still awesome views from this area, plus a restaurant. Cassibari Rocks. Spend an hour walking around this area and make the fairly easy climb to the top for a fantastic 360-degree view. It's totally free to enter, and we even had these adorable doggy guides. San Nicolas. Head to San Nicolas and take a walk around this local area to see all of the amazing art murals. And here are a few other activities we unfortunately didn't have time for, but we'd recommend you add to your list. The Aloe Factory and Museum, where you can learn how aloe products are produced, take a tour, and do some shopping. The Donkey Sanctuary. Animal lovers will enjoy visiting Aruba's Donkey Sanctuary, where hundreds of rescued donkeys are cared for. If you're adventurous, Mount Hooiberg, where you can climb the trail of almost 600 steps to the top. We'd recommend going early in the morning when it's coolest, or near sunset for some incredible views. And of course, shopping. You'll find everything from local souvenirs to high-priced luxury brands in downtown Oranjestad, the Renaissance Marketplace, and the Renaissance Mall. And for gamblers, there's also a casino at the Renaissance Marketplace, as well as the Renaissance Hotel. And if you have a 4x4 vehicle, we'd also highly recommend visiting Arikok National Park, which is on the island's rugged northeastern coast. Here you can explore sites like the Kanchi Natural Pool, the Natural Bridge, Quadruriki Cave, and the Bushiribana Gold Mine Ruins. And if you don't have a 4x4, ATV tours and excursions of this area are very popular. And if we get to go back to Aruba, these are definitely on our list. Next, let's talk about dining and food in Aruba. Because Aruba is an island and everything's imported, food tends to be expensive. If you have a fridge or a kitchenette in your accommodation, we recommend stopping at a grocery store to stock up on snacks and drink, and maybe even cook a meal at home. The most popular grocery store is Superfood, located just a few minutes from Eagle and Palm Beaches. Now make sure to bring your own reusable shopping tote and check the hours of operation in advance. We felt like the grocery stores closed super early in Aruba. Wondering if the tap water is safe to drink? It absolutely is. Aruba has high quality tap water thanks to their desalinization process. We highly recommend packing a reusable water bottle so you don't have to spend money on bottled. Now when it comes to dining out, we highly recommend booking reservations at the touristy restaurants, especially if you're traveling during high season. We found that many of the most popular restaurants use online reservation systems through their websites and platforms like OpenTable. We did a mix of walk-ins and reservations during our stay, but the more popular restaurants definitely book out in advance. Tipping is not mandatory in Aruba, but it definitely is appreciated. You may see a 15% service charge on your bill. This gets divided up amongst staff members. If your server did a great job, you may want to tip them extra directly. And if you're interested in hearing more about our dining experiences in Aruba, don't miss our Aruba food guide linked below. And if you want to know how much we spent on food during our stay, that's in our Aruba cost video. Both of them are linked below for you. All right, what to pack for Aruba. Here are some essentials we'd highly recommend packing for your Aruba trip. High SPF sunscreen, sunglasses, and sun hats. Aruba is close to the equator, and the sun is very intense. A reusable water bottle, since the tap water is safe to drink. A beach blanket if you're not staying at a hotel that provides beach chairs or don't plan to rent any, then we recommend a large beach blanket like this one we got on Amazon. And water shoes just in case. Now we didn't wear our water shoes too often on this trip because the beaches had smooth sand, but some of the beaches can be a little rockier, or if you're visiting Arikok National Park, you'll definitely want them there. Your clothing should be lightweight and fairly casual. I packed breezy maxi dresses from Amazon, which was perfect for both sightseeing during the day and for dinners out at night. David wore t-shirts and shorts during the day and polos with khaki shorts at night. You'll also want some athletic wear if you plan on hiking or doing active sightseeing. And don't forget your swimwear, cover-ups, and flip-flops. And that's our Aruba travel guide. We hope this video will help you plan your trip to the one happy island of Aruba. If you found it helpful, please take a second to subscribe and check out our Aruba playlist for more Aruba videos. We'll see you in the next video.